I had to get on here about this guy right there, Greg Abbott, governor of Texas. This man has openly betrayed his country and Texas. I've seen some of them good old boys do some videos talking about they're going to go, and thousands of them, right? They're going to go to the state capital of Texas and petition to withdraw from the Union. They're all going to go to jail because Greg Abbott don't give two shits about Texas. He's praying on a wall that can't save him, and he's signing his soul away on this other side. You know, prior to this trip to Israel, Greg Abbott was wholeheartedly against gambling casinos in Texas. Facts, look it up. Okay? So he does that. Now he's backed off of the casinos in Texas. He's okay with it because Miriam Adelson is her name. She was Trump's largest donor, and she represents IHOP. She also funds Greg Abbott's campaigns, along with Big Oil. Well, Miriam and her late husband, they're big casino moguls. Oh, Las Vegas style, big stuff. So it just so happens Greg Abbott changed his mind about having casinos in Texas. What can he do? Miriam wants them. Miriam also just purchased the Dallas Mavericks not long ago. Facts. So now Greg Abbott's coming out. There's a little town in Texas called San Marcos. Well, these folks down there in San Marcos, they got to looking at their books to see where their city money's going to, their city taxes. And they've discovered that $4 million a year is being sent to IHOP. They said, no way, we're not doing that. So Greg Abbott leans on them and tells them they don't have any choice. So I wonder how much your Texas community is sending to IHOP, on top of the billions and billions and billions of dollars the American federal government is already sending over there. I'm going to play those videos so you can hear it right out the horse's mouth. So Greg Abbott gets on the television and says, if you don't support Israel, you don't support Texas. That's effectively wiping out freedom of speech in the state of Texas. We all see what's going down with the whole Charlie Kirk thing. Charlie Kirk was done in by his own team. You can bootlick, you can deny it. What proof do you have? The proof is right there in the videos. Who knows how they did it? It wasn't a 30-06 because it didn't blow his neck out. And I'm not just talking about leaving out the back. I'm talking about blowing out the whole thing. Okay? But it happened. There was one loud pop. Probably had 5 or 6 of his security there. This is how I know his team was in on it. Not one team member drew a weapon. when they threw Charlie to the ground doing the medic stuff, not one person on his team put eyes up looking for a shooter. How they know it was one shot, not to look for nothing? They knew it was only going to be one pop because they didn't even look. Not one person put eyes up. And these are all supposed to be trained professionals. It is what it is. I don't think nothing's going to come out of that either, because the Prime Minister of IHOP brought TPUSA to the next level. So let me jump into my other beef with this piece of shit, Greg Abbott. He spoke to Erica Kirk personally. And he says there's going to be no problem getting into any high school in the state of Texas that TPUSA wants to. And if the high school don't like it, Greg Abbott's going to jump on the high school. He's going to lean on the high school. Now, TPUSA don't know anyone, not anyone, that's not connected to pizza parties. And that son of a bitch is going to make us take them into our schools around our children? On top of everything we're seeing in the Epstein files, it's disgusting. America has fallen, people. I never thought I would see in my lifetime United States representatives openly deny their own people. Not just deny, betray. You can't give us a banker here and a banker there over them Epstein files. That shit ain't gonna cut it. Because everyone that was with that man was blackmailed and committed treason against the United States of America. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. I am a disciple of Jesus Christ. And he says, be angry and sin not. And boy, I'm trying. Because these son of a bitches make the devil want to come out in me. I got news for TPUSA and fucking Greg Abbott. None of you motherfuckers better go around my children. Here comes your videos.
Any anti-Israel policy is an anti-Texas policy.
This morning, I had the opportunity to speak with Erica Kirk, and we talked about Charlie's passion for working with the youth of America, and in particular his pride about what was being achieved in Texas. She told me stories about how he came home telling her about how proud he was to see the growth of the number of chapters here in the state of Texas. And I told her what I'll share with you, and that is there is, I think, no moment in this century that we've had an organization as powerful as TPUSA. And also there's been no moment in time during the course of this century when there was such an urgency and such a need for an organization like TPUSA. They've helped to restore moral clarity, restore constitutional principles, and to restore our founding values. What they've done is put America right back on the right course, starting with maybe the most important thing that we could start with, and that is with our youth in our high schools and our colleges.